Can I tell you something today? That you want a level of success in your life. But most of us talk about what we want to accomplish, but we don't ever answer the question of who we need to become to manage the magnitude of what we hope to accomplish. But I gotta go deeper, because I want to tell you, for most of us in this life, we misinterpret the rock. We misinterpret the rock, y'all. And you look at the rock, there's something that is happening to you versus something that is happening for you. Or sometimes we look at the rock that is like something that is standing in the way of your desires or your desired state. And three things happen when we misinterpret our rocks. Can I give those three things to you? Yes. Number one, we end up diminishing our vision. Yeah. Number two, we end up minimizing our value. And number three, if we're not careful, the rock will cause you to lose your voice. Number one, let's talk about vision. Every single person in this room needs a vision. Here's the truth. Without a vision, you will be destroyed by distraction. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. But we all need a vision in our lives. But here's the truth. We don't understand the concept of vision. Vision is something that you must grow into. Your vision should stretch you. Let me go deep. Two things should always argue: your vision and your resources. Okay, y'all aren't ready for that. Your vision should be looking at your resources like, yo, you need to grow up. Your resources should be looking at your vision like, you should slow down. I'm telling you something right now. If your vision is something that you can achieve in ease, it's not a vision, it's a goal. And you'll accomplish it, and what you realize is that what you wanted, that you actually got, is not what you wanted in the first place. So I want to challenge you to understand today that if you misinterpret your rock, you'll begin to diminish your vision. And before I leave today, I promise you I'm going to expand the way you think. Here's the second thing, that if we run into a rock and we misinterpret the rock, we will minimize our value. That's right. Can I tell you something in this room that maybe you don't hear a lot? You're valuable. You're valuable. I know I'm in a culture that celebrates value as a bank account. What you drive, what you own, where you live. And the truth is, most of us find our value in things. So when the things go, so do we. Ooh. I'm trying to help you understand that your value is found in who you are. I'm going somewhere with this because if we don't understand the power of value as it relates to finishing at the highest level, you know, how you view you matters. Let me go deep. Let me break this down for you. Because you will always sabotage what you don't believe you deserve. So vision is such an important thing. And look, we're just warming up, by the way. And here's the third thing I want you to understand, that if you're not careful, if you misinterpret the rock, you'll lose your voice. Can I tell you something I feel more than anything else? Coming into this room, coming into this conference, so excited to be here. But I feel like there's somebody in here who's lost their voice. Yeah. You've lost your voice. That you're present now, but you're presently absent. You're showing up, but you're not showing out. You're allowing life to happen to you versus stepping into your authority and allowing life to happen for you. That now you're allowing people to dilute you simply because they can't digest you. I'm talking to you. And the reason this happens at the end of the day, guys, is because we misinterpret our rock. Can I go deeper? We still getting warm, y'all. They gave me 30 minutes. Y'all better keep a time on me, because here's the next thing I want you to understand. Here is why we misinterpret the rock. It's usually because the rock in this life comes before the revelation. Y'all got to walk with me. Y'all got to walk with me. The rock usually shows up before the revelation. You know the burning question each and every one of us has in this room, whether we admit it or not. We want the answer to this question. Who am I? Yeah. Here's the truth. A lot of us are programmed to find the answer to that in titles, things. But the truth is, what we're really searching for is the answer to that question. Who am I really? Who am I? But it's so interesting because you never get to the answer of who you are, the revelation of who you are, without the rock. What I'm helping you to understand is that sometimes we end up wishing and hoping and wanting the rock and the adversity to go away. But to wish the rock away is to wish the revelation away. Let me say it differently. To wish the problem away is to wish your purpose away. What we don't realize that we have to move from wishing and hoping for the rock to move and begin to move into developing ourselves to dealing with rocks. Listen to me, the rock and the revelation has to coexist. Or let me say it a different way. You can't have success without struggle. Destiny without disappointments. Vision without giants. And if you're going to make a comeback, you will experience some setback. And the truth is, I know we hate the pain. We hate the turmoil. We hate the rejection we have to face. And the truth is, we hate these things because we have a broken perspective around what it really means to be successful. You see, we equate success to just accomplishments, not realizing that true success is not just about what you accomplish, but who you become in the pursuit of your accomplishments. Or let me say it this way. If there wasn't any no, then yes would carry no weight. If your first business idea worked, you'd be an overnight success, but next week's greatest tragedy. Yeah. Y'all, if you never knew a broken heart, you'd never know real love. And if you never experienced death, you never embraced the fragility of life. What I'm trying to help you to understand today is that no grit, no growth, no glory. So I want to help you to embrace your rock, because the rock is the thing that changed my entire life. I can't speak without sharing my story. You hear my accent. I'm not from here. From an island called Antigua and Barbuda, 365 beautiful beaches. I'm an island boy at heart, y'all. Yeah. But my parents decided, same thing, to send me to Miami, Florida, to have a chance at an education they didn't have. I went to school for aeronautical engineering. Yeah, nothing to do with what I do now. I don't even know where that degree is. But here's the thing that happened, y'all. At about my senior year, going through college, my father, who was my superhero, my guy, ended up coming down with cancer. And y'all, in a matter of no time, my father went from 270 pounds, 6'5", losing 90 pounds in 9 months. 3 months after that, he lost his life. Y'all, when I tell you that him losing his life nearly took mine. And the truth is, in that moment, I gave up. And the truth, in that moment, I couldn't even find purpose. Let me be real with you. When my father died, my faith died. And I was meandering through this life with no purpose, no pursuit, no passion. The truth is, I was successful publicly, but I was struggling privately. But one day I had to realize that my father's death didn't give me purpose. That my purpose existed regardless of my father living or not. What I'm trying to help you to understand, the rock in my life, losing my dad, is what ended up giving me the revelation that there was more for me. And so my father had to die for so many other people to live. Y'all aren't ready for that. Listen, the thing that I want us to understand is that the rock usually precedes the revelation. You can't get so caught up in looking at your rock as just the rock and missing the purpose in the rock. I want to ask you something. What is your rock? What is your rock? Now, this is where we're going to go deeper, and we're going to make this uncomfortable. Your rock ain't the thing that you could just move past. It ain't the thing that you could just ignore. Your rock is the thing in your life that just ceases to persist, no matter what you do. The rock in your life may be the marital problems. I told y'all we're going deeper than motivation. Or y'all wanted me to come in here and give you 7 steps to make 7 figures. I'm trying to give you 3 principles to help you to be fulfilled, not just happy. Because listen to me, success without peace is torment. What is the rock in your life? What is the thing that maybe nobody else sees and nobody else knows? I'm trying to help you to realize today that in that rock is some revelation. If you will respond by leaning into and embracing and pushing that rock, you could finally answer the question of, who am I? And so I want to give you 3 things that I think are really important when we talk about the purpose in the rock. And listen, I got 30 minutes, so I'm flying. 3 things in the rock that I want you to grasp. Principle number 1, the rock will wean the things out of you that will affect the thing that is for you. I'm going to say it again. The rock in your life will wean the things out of you. This mic got to wake up. The rock will wean the things out of you, right? that can affect your ability to manage the thing that you're going after. You know, most of us have the desire to achieve something that we don't have the character to sustain. I know this ain't supposed to be, y'all ain't gonna jump on chairs yet. It's okay, we're gonna get there. But if it don't challenge you, it won't change you. And so a lot of the times too, we can go after success and we can put on the suits and we can look good and we can do what we need to do to achieve a level of success, but we're not dealing with the character flaws and the things that can ultimately expose us when we get into the light. Here's the second thing I want you to understand. When we talk about the purpose of the rock is this. The rock will remind you that what you're going after is bigger than you. I feel this with every single thing inside of me. There are people in this room that will shift the entire legacy and destiny of their family. I feel that and believe that. Yeah. Let me say it this way, that you'll impact people you'll never meet. And so I want you to understand that the rock in your life is going to push you in developing and becoming a version of you that you never even thought possible. Here's the third thing, and then we're going to get to the firing up, because this was just me expressing myself. The third thing that we must understand about the rock, y'all, and it's so important and also so uncomfortable, the rock will expose where your motive for success really is. Can I say something to you? Your success or your driver for success should never be about proving somebody else wrong. If your motive for success is not the purest motive possible, you will always come up short. I want to help us to understand that until we get to the point of just embracing your gift and your ability and using that to serve people wholeheartedly, anything else but that, you'll always come up short. But Jovan, I'm doing pretty good externally. But what I'm after today is I want you to be holistically good. Does that make sense? Can we keep going? So here's what I want us to understand, man. We got to embrace the rocks in our life. Because without the rock, you can't receive the revelation, y'all. I want you to really walk through this journey with me. Because every single person in this room wants to win in life, right or wrong. Some of us want to win mentally. Some of us want to win emotionally. Some of us want to win spiritually. Some of us want to win financially. But every single person in this room wants to win. And the thing I want you to grasp is to stop wishing, hoping, and wanting for that rock to change and begin to discover how the rock is trying to change you. Maybe change the way you think, change what you believe, change how you behave. And so this is one thing I want you to understand, man, that life is in session. Tap somebody next to you and say, life is in session. No, y'all ain't feeling me yet. Say, life is in session. Tell them life is in session. But what is life? What is life? Y'all, what is life if you're existing but not living? What is life if you're surviving but not thriving? What is life if you're going through the motions but not making real movement? What is life if you're drowning in fear because you never activate your faith? What is life if you're present but presently absent because you've never disempowered your doubts and you've allowed your doubts to dilute your drive and defer your destiny? What is life? What is life really if you're not living for something, watch this, that's worth dying for? And I'm not talking about a physical debt. I'm talking about the debt of your ego, a debt of your pride, debt of your insecurity, debt of your fears. I mean, seriously, what would your life look like if you use your pain for purpose? What would your life look like if you use your rejection as a reset to revolutionize your norm? What would your life look like if you lean into being everything that you were created to be? Nothing less, but always pushing for more and always remaining humble because you know that pride comes before a stumble. I mean, what would your life look like? And so here's what I want you to understand before we go, that you got to embrace the rock this year. Stop running from the rock, because I want you to redefine what success really means to you. It's not just about attaining something, but it's about being something. And the best way that I can land on this and help you to understand the rock is to reference one of my favorite words that says, consider it pure joy when you run into trials of many kinds, knowing that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Stand with me for a minute. We're going to end this thing because my time is done. Man, and I'm just getting warm. Listen to me. If you wanted motivation today, sorry for disappointing you, because today I was going deeper than motivation. Because I want to give you something that lasts way beyond this moment. Getting motivation makes you fired up in a moment, but when you leave this moment, you don't have something to really hold on to. I'm trying to help you to understand that every single person in this room has the position and opportunity to impact lives for real. It ain't something that just sounds good. It's something that's happening for real. So my mission is to pour into the people that pours into people. This is my time today. But if I can share one thing that I want you to take away, is that until you truly embrace your rock, you can't gain the revelation. And until you gain the revelation, you won't have the reward. And until you get the reward, you won't have the results of fulfillment in your life. Embrace whatever that rock is in your life, because the rock and the revelation must coexist. Without the revelation, there can be no rock. And without the rock, we don't even know the revelation. Come on, somebody. So I want you to understand that before I leave.